Round one. Fight!
A piece of me? I don't want a piece of you. I want the whole thing.
What up, guys?
Hey, everybody. What's up? Welcome to Tier Ranker Movie Fights. We're here for round two of the best video games of all time. We figured that there were so many just awesome games on the list that we just had to do round two. We just didn't really feel right to leave some off the list. And then also, too, I'm going to tell you, because of technical difficulties, I had a really cool Halloween version of the intro that if you're watching live, you're not going to be able to see it, but on the replay, you're going to see it. I'm going to edit that intro in there, so you'll be able to see that, baby, because it looks really cool. You'll see. So, but yeah. So this is our Halloween version. So we have the Enginerd coming at us. What's up, Enginerd?
Howdy, howdy. I'm the plague doctor. I have your nasal swab.
He's coming at us from the 1700s.
Yeah, 1700s.
Yep. Some of that 1700 nasal swab medication. And then we have the Casablanca Kid. How goes it?
Doing good. And I'm Heisenberg.
Nice.
I am the one who knocks. Or Mr. White. Yes, Breaking Bad, because this show is one of the best shows ever made. And believe it or not, like a lot of my coworkers didn't know who I was dressed up as today. I mean, of course, it's a version of Heisenberg, because the way I looked at it is the character sort of lives and breathes and exists in the real world, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah,
that makes sense. So hence the beard and stuff.
It's like, how do you not know Breaking Bad? That's like the most popular show. I feel like almost like in the last 20 years, it's got to be like one of the most popular.
Great show.
But for me, though, I'm coming at you because, for lack of a Halloween costume, I'm a diehard Boise State Broncos fan. So I bleed blue and orange. So I got all my BSU. I got my Bronco Nation. I represent Idaho. I got my. Let me pull them out. I got my little pom poms here. Woo! Yeah. So Boise State plays Air Force. I think that the game's kicking off in like less than an hour. So I got to support the Broncos.
Go Broncos.
They're going to kill Air Force today. So
yes, they are.
I got my little cup of blood here for Halloween. So
this is the new and improved blood. The Impaler.
Yep, that's right.
I heard it's nutritious.
Yeah, so I'm just missing my fangs. That's all. I need some fangs. Yeah. But real quickly though, before we kick things off, I just thought we just go around and just tell everybody what our top 2 favorite horror movies of all time are, in honor of Halloween today. So maybe we'll just start with Chris. What are your 2 favorite Halloween movies?
Yeah, certainly.
Or horror.
So you kind of obviously sent this out to me. Early, of course, I was working, but I got to thinking about like horror movies that really kind of stand out to me. Maybe not necessarily my favorite, but standouts for sure. One of them definitely is Dead Birds. It's an absolutely incredible movie.
Never seen
If you
that
have
one.
not seen Dead Birds, you need to see it. So basically,
Nothing.
it's set kind of right after the Union has lost the war, and basically different banks have now taken the Union gold, and a couple of these soldiers that are bitter and maybe, as you say, disenfranchised after the war, decide to break into one of these banks and steal some gold.
Okay,
And
so
things go awry from there.
okay,
And probably I want to comment. So next, but my most probably standout favorite horror, villain, I would say, is definitely Freddy Krueger. I mean, Jason's scary as hell to me. Guy with a massive machete that I feel like nothing really kills him.
and
But
there's a lot of mystery
hands down,
behind
it's
him.
got to be Nightmare on Elm Street. Freddy is the scariest for me. The
Nice.
idea that somebody can come get you in your dreams or your nightmares is scary. And even outside, of course. There's the devil in there.
Yeah,
Remake or the original?
The original, of course.
Yeah.
The remake
The
was a pile
original-
of shit.
The original, it gave me nightmares when I was just a kid. I would always have nightmares of him like chasing me through the mall.
Yeah.
So that was a spooky movie when I was a kid.
It was. It was definitely, and also for me, seeing the original It, which I know really doesn't hold up now. The new It's are so much better, but seeing that movie as a kid and the whole part when his brother goes out to float the little boat for him, when
you'll float too.
When the clown goes, yes, exactly. Yeah, scared the crap out of me as a kid.
If I get the little kid's name, it's like on the tip of my tongue. If I think about it, I'll say it. But that little kid with the red balloon. Yeah. Nice. And for me, like I've seen the original Nightmare on Elm Street, and I think I saw I didn't ever see the second one. I saw the third one where Freddy Krueger starts to become like a stand-up comedian, and he has all kinds of jokes and stuff. So the whole time he's like, "You're gonna die," but he's like throwing in jokes like puns and stuff, like all kinds of crazy puns and stuff, which is actually kind of fun. Like it kind of adds some fun to it, kind of campy cheesiness, but yeah. But Mark, what are your favorite horror movies? You have two that come to mind?
I like movies that are like psychologically like after the movie you're thinking about it for a while. And for me, The Ring and Signs were those kind of movies where so first The Ring, how it there's these aspects of the video and they don't make any sense, but then at the end of the movie it all starts tying together.
Yeah,
that was a good one. And then Signs, it's not your typical horror movie, but it gives you that creepy vibe of what it would be like if you had aliens invading the earth late at night through the cornfield. When you see them going through the cornfield, it sends a shiver through your spine.
Oh yeah,
and yeah,
definitely. Yeah,
because honorable mention to Sleepy Hollow. We watched that recently, and there's a lot of head chopping going on in that movie.
That movie,
the heads will roll in Sleepy Hollow.
So good.
Yeah.
So you said movies that sort of stick with you. Is probably when I first saw the Final Destination 2, that big accident scene.
Oh yeah, we just barely watched Final Destination 1, where Final Destination 2, where we wanted to go through all the series because I think
those movies are amazing.
That Shannon may have seen them, but I think it's been quite a while, so she wanted to rewatch them. Also, we've been kind of going through some of those. And then also, I remember a few years back I showed her The Ring for the first time, and she was so scared of that, she would not watch the second one. She was just terrified.
Dude,
to this day, she will not watch the second one. I can't get her to do it.
So can we get your thoughts on The Thing, since you were watching that?
Oh, so I watched part of it. I just kind of started it. I didn't get to finish it yet. I actually only watched just the very beginning, so I'll kind of have to hold off until I finish all of it. But yeah, I'll definitely have a little
that's review. One of my favorites for sure.
Yeah,
I'll let you hold off and make I'm excited to see what your thoughts are on that. So I know you'll do a review at the time.
And then my favorite horror movies are just ones that I feel like there's something I could actually be in that situation. I kind of put myself in the person's shoes. How would I survive? So one of mine is as a movie, The Strangers. I absolutely love that movie. Just because I just like the way that it was filmed. They're kind of in like almost sort of a cabin, but like not quite. They're kind of just like they're in this country town in sort of like a vacation home where they're just going for like the weekend, and like basically they get harassed by these super creepy people in these masks. They keep showing up at the window, at the door, and then like just like insanity breaks out, and it gets crazy from there. But I also gotta give a shout out to my favorite horror movie of all time, which is Insidious. I absolutely love Insidious. I remember the first time that I saw it, that creepy Darth Maul looking guy with like the long fingernails. You see him in the cage like sharpening his nails because they have to go into the further to get because their son, they say that he knows how to astral project, but he doesn't realize that he's doing it. So basically when he sleeps, his spirit's going into some kind of evil dark plane, and so they have to venture in there to try and bring him out. And so it just it gets intense.
Oh, that
Very
movie!
intense.
Sorry, Mark. Continue.
That gives me a few movies to look at. I've got a lot of horror movies left to watch.
The Poltergeist is one of those for me. Like that.
That one, yeah.
That movie's scary. But definitely Insidious, dude. I remember how scary Insidious was watching that movie. It's just like from the very beginning, I feel like when she's alone at home.
Yeah, right.
And everything's kind of going bonkers, and she starts seeing things.
She starts seeing things. She starts hearing like voices over the baby monitor. Yes! Like you hear a creepy voice.
Yeah, no.
It's like I want her, and you're like, what the heck?
Yeah.
And then even from the opening credits, they have like a creepy like violin scratching, like they're like scratching like an old violin, and you just see the like title, like Insidious, the way that it like shows up with the music.
The music
just like gets you. It just gets you from the start.
Those movies are just unbelievable.
Yep. Yeah, and so I'm not really sure what's going on or what's my connection. Like as we go through this, I'm gonna continue to try and upload this intro, and if it ever works before we're done, I'm gonna throw it on screen. But there's a good chance it may not work. But so that's
all right. Well, that's fine.
We'll see it after the fact.
I may randomly have to drop out of this, but I didn't want to make it where I just didn't show up.
Oh, he's got the creepy violin from Insidious. Ah, there it is.
You actually play, sir?
One of your kids plays the violin. Nice.
Are you a nerd? Do you play? I'm just jealous. That's what I say. Do you play, Mark?
My daughter's learning.
That's cool. So she can come do a solo for us?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I could try to play, but it would just like end up sounding exactly the same, like Insidious music, like creepy horror music. But so should we just jump into these video games though?
Yeah, we can jump into the video games for sure.
Jump on in.
All right, let's see. Let me throw it up here. Give me one quick second. Let's see.
My son wanted to jump in and wearing just underwear, but I shooed him away.
That would have been a nice cameo there. Yeah.
He's a star.
Yeah, right? He's Captain Underpants. Right?
Yes, exactly.
But as you can see, this is where we left off last time. I'm just going to kind of leave it up here for a quick second.
I feel like I missed such a lot.
Might be watching.
I don't have a separate screen right now.
Okay.
It must be hard to see.
It is, man. Yeah.
You have to kind of squint just a little bit. I'm going to see
actually. I'll have to zoom into my screen. So if it looks like I'm like that's why.
Can we start out with Fallout?
Yeah, so I'm going to see actually. I'm just
That's
checking
a great game. Oh my gosh.
I'm just checking on the comments here, but we can go ahead and we can talk about
Fallout.
it. So,
Fallout 76 was a piece of trash stuff.
Exactly.
I never played Fallout 76. I just heard that it was just kind of not really a true sequel. Just
but Fallout 3 was
like a half sequel.
Incredible games.
So
Fallout 3 was an incredible game. Just being there, like in Washington D.C. after
the world,
Fallout,
just everything to do with it. Yeah,
it was amazing, and I played all the expansion packs. Loved it. Then Fallout 4 was pretty good.
Yeah.
New Vegas, people said it was great. I got a little bored of it.
Okay, so
But
I'm not alone, then,
76.
dude.
I like New Vegas, but
So I thought New Vegas was too damn hard, man. Especially passing over those stupid mountains. You'd run into those
really
rock
hard
things, and you'd get just like torn to pieces. It was fucking
so
impossible. Sorry. Wow, I just dropped the F-bomb. I'm sorry, guys.
It's all right. No worries. It's Halloween, so we'll give you a pass. But
well, yeah, Fallout 76. I've been playing it recently, and because I got a good deal on it, let's give it a go. They have the new Wastelanders pack. Oh my word! I just cannot.
So what is that like? Is the
thinking it'll
Wastelanders
get
pack
better,
even worth
and
it?
it just does not. It's like
I gotta find it on here.
It's not, so it doesn't make it redeemable.
You guys see it on here?
I'm always hunting for ammo.
I know I
I'm
have
always
Fallout.
over my weight capacity. I'm always dying. It's just, it's always loading. It's like, it's just so annoying. It's designed to tick you off, and they need
You're
to.
trapped in Loadland.
They need to tweak some stuff on that. I'm about to get the Xbox Series X. Get
for me, like
time to drop.
Did you get a pre-order? Speaking of that,
fine. He's
fine.
fine.
Did you get a pre-order?
Averaging all of them together, C's.
Hey, did you get a pre-order of either the PS5 or Xbox Series X?
No, but I was hoping in 30 seconds, Chris, you should convince me why I should buy an Xbox Series X.
In 30 seconds?
Yeah, here, ready to go.
Place for that.
I mean, I love Xbox. You know, Xbox makes some incredible games. Not to say PlayStation obviously doesn't have comparable games, because literally, man, everyone's like, oh my gosh, the battle between systems. There is no battle between systems. I think both are pretty solid. Honestly, I mean, my whole life I've always just been an Xbox gamer. I think we talked about last time how I literally started playing Spider-Man on the PlayStation, and I loved it. It's a fun game. I think, though, with that being said, I'm more excited for more of the games that are going to be on the Xbox. It's kind of what I can say on that. And as far as the new Halo, I'm just like, what is that?
Yeah, it looks kind of interesting.
So far.
Yeah,
does not look that beautiful at all.
Well, for me, it's like the only exclusive game that I really gravitate to for Xbox is Gears of War. But besides that, like PS, PlayStation has so many like amazing exclusives. So you have The Last of Us, you have Uncharted, you have Spider-Man, you have even Final Fantasy. I'm not big into that, but they're all exclusive like that. So it's just like, I mean, for me, that's kind of what draws me to PlayStation, all those exclusives. But I mean, Xbox has their fair share of exclusives. So I mean, so just kind of. Right. Oh, I forgot to mention Crash Bandicoot. That's another PlayStation one, So there's definitely.
I had the PlayStation 3, but I swapped over to the Xbox One because it was a better system at the time, I thought, with the Kinect sensor.
Yeah, right.
But now I'm invested in Xbox. I got so many digital copies of games that'll just pass on to the next. So yeah, I think I'll get the Series X, but maybe not this year.
At this point, it's like if you didn't get the pre-orders, which were both a nightmare for both of those systems.
Yeah,
there's no way you're getting one till next year, anyways. And probably
there you go.
Yeah, they even had to issue apologies because they ran out so fast. It was just crazy. Yeah. But for Fallout, I played all of Fallout 3, and I played Fallout New Vegas, and I have Fallout 4, and I've only played like 20 minutes of the game, so I need to play more of Fallout 4. But I haven't played anything past that. But it looked amazing because I'm really into that kind of. It almost has like a steampunk-ish vibe, sort of. I mean, it's kind of like a real industrial feel to it. But I like all the like, what do they call the little boy that always gives the thumbs up or whatever? The Vault Boy or something.
Yeah, Vault Boy.
Yeah, so you got that. That's kind of a cool little mascot, but. Where'd you guys put it? You thinking C? Because like for me, I think that they're like amazing games.
I think they're amazing games.
I put it at A for me.
I would definitely put it in A.
Like 76 does tarnish its reputation So averaging
True.
it out, that has to drop
Yeah.
it down.
Yeah, if we're going as a whole, yeah, I've not heard very good things about Fallout 76, and then Fallout New Vegas was a little clunky. I liked it, but not a lot of people did like it.
I mean,
it's
but
kind of pretty hard
Fallout
game.
76 is really the only game that, I mean, while New Vegas was clunky, and while I didn't necessarily know it, I mean, while I didn't necessarily like it, I feel like there were a lot more people that loved it than hated it. You
Right.
know,
Yeah.
Fallout 3 was incredible. Fallout 4 was incredible. I mean, I still will reference my friends. Hey, I got some bottle caps. Can I buy that off you?
Right.
Where else can you do that? With what game series, man?
Yeah, right.
I
that
even
is
played
true.
Fallout 2 back in. That
Yeah, same
came out
here.
a long
Yeah.
time ago.
I played that.
Yeah.
I think that was on
So for
like
that
PS
reason
PlayStation
alone,
2 or something.
for the world they created, I mean, dude, just the Fallout. Well, the Fallout boy himself. I have so much stuff from that game.
Yeah, and just
From that series, from that world.
Just for anybody who might be watching too, we have MLB Slugfest on here, which is a placeholder for the Hitman series, which I swear that I uploaded a logo for Hitman, but it never appeared. So that's Hitman. So when we're ranking it, I mean, I would put it above. Like I'd want to put it like, I don't know, like I'd put it like.
I want it
seriously at the top of A. Like that's where I'd put it. That's like how I feel about it. But if you're adding,
yeah, I would too. Let me see what we have on A.
A.
Yeah,
and if they
I would
fix
put it
the
at
load
top
time
of it.
problems, you know, they can make it move up. But for now, A.
Yeah, and with Fallout 76 and New Vegas, maybe like I would actually probably drop it down. Like I would actually maybe put it like somewhere like in the middle. Like I'd put it maybe just below Thief. That's
Yeah.
my thought.
No,
you guys are right with that?
We
put it higher?
Diablo for sure.
Okay, well I'm fine with that. Yeah, that's fine. And it may move up and
Fable
down.
above Diablo, but whatever. They're close enough. It's literally what, one over. It doesn't matter.
Same category. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
This isn't
Right.
One Punch Man.
Yeah, right.
Like, I'm a hero A class.
Right. Yeah,
rank
and just
2. Have you seen that series?
I've seen
a little bit of it.
I've seen some of it.
Yeah.
My buddy's really into it.
There's like so many different One Punch Mans. Yeah, there's multiple. But also for anybody watching, we're only allowing 10 in the S tier, and so there may be some that might end up getting bumped down. These are the 10 we came up with last time that we went. But one of the games I really wanted to do was actually my favorite Star Wars game of all time, which is Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. I think this game is absolutely incredible. Like I would put
it is, but I never beat it.
I'd put it in the S tier for sure, just because of the storyline. The storyline is absolutely amazing, and I like all the different choices you can make. You can pick light side, you can pick dark side, and the story is like perfect for a movie. Like if they use that for a movie, which was actually rumored that they're actually going to have the creators of Game of Thrones, Benioff and Weiss. They're going to make a Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic style movie where you're going to see all the underground like city stuff. You get to see all the gangs, all the kind of black markety like type things, which would have been awesome. But then they ended up dropping out because I think they kind of felt the pressure of Star Wars. Like the fans are just brutal. Like you got to make like an absolutely perfect Star Wars movie, or the fans and like just the people are going to come after you. And so I think they kind of moved on to something a little simpler. But for me, I would put it in an A tier, which would mean we have to bump something down. But for me, honestly, like I love this game so much. Like I would put it like just in between Sonic and Mario. Like I actually like it that much. That's just my take. It's my favorite Star Wars game ever made, and I think it's incredible. So what do you guys think?
Sorry, Mark, continue. You were going to say something first.
Yeah, I played it, liked it. Wouldn't put it in S. A or B for me.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'd probably put it in B.
Fun.
I mean, because it's a pretty good game, but I got so stuck on the game that it just pissed me off, and I just stopped playing.
Yeah, like I ended up beating it too, but
that game was impossible.
Then also, I played a lot of Star Wars: The Old Republic, which is a computer game, which I actually do have on my computer that when I try to get back into, because I actually think that they still support it. If you watch any of the cinematics from Star Wars: The Old Republic, they're incredible. They have some of like the best cinematics I've ever seen for any video game like ever made, hands down. Like it's just it's awesome. So well, I could be okay.
I don't know that it's above for me.
I put it in the A.
least.
I'd be okay with that. I mean, I want to put it S, but I'd be okay with A if you guys think so. Like for A, I'd put it like.
I wouldn't put it in front of those games.
Where do you want to put it first? So, like, what do you think?
I mean, so because it's pretty good. I mean, hold on, let me zoom in, guys, because I'm on my phone right now.
Oh yeah,
so
sure.
I would be okay putting it
like a little bit
behind Hitman. I'm gonna do that.
Behind Hitman, so
but
that'd be
okay with it being
in the B tier.
Yes.
Well, I'd definitely put it ahead of Minecraft for me. Like, I think it's leaps and bounds of Minecraft, Animal Crossing, a lot of those games. Like, I'd put it like above Tomb Raider, Ninja Turtles. Like, if I think about it, it's my favorite Star Wars game, so I have to put it ahead of the Star Wars game here. So
I don't quite think it was better than Jedi Fallen Order, story-wise.
I do, but
yeah,
that's just me because I love all the villains in it. But like, would you be okay putting it here? At that, or would you want to move it down a little?
I'd be okay with it being there. Yes.
Okay.
I'll meet you halfway and we'll put it there.
I want at least have it ahead of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, just because it's my favorite Star Wars game. But do you guys have any games you want to jump into? I actually see a few.
Chris, why don't you rank Cyberpunk for us, since you're probably the only one that's played it so far?
Dude, it's not out
really
yet,
good.
Cyberpunk.
Oh, not Cyberpunk.
Come out yet.
You got.
Cyberpunk. I'm thinking of Watchdog Legion, actually.
So Watchdog.
You pre-ordered that, but you haven't
absolutely
gotten
beautiful world. I
got
to play it for probably 5 hours, man. So I completed some of the missions. I explored the world, and England is just beautiful, man. The ray tracing is gorgeous. So it's like when you're driving through the city when it's raining, it feels real. Does that make sense? Yeah, someone told recent nerd. I kind of understand that that's what ray tracing does, right? Ray tracing will enhance it and kind of makes the rain look real along with your car.
Yeah, for sure. Because like for me,
I haven't stepped into the ray tracing world yet. You have to have like the good monitor or TV and the good console. So excited
do you not
to
have
see
a
what
good
that's
TV?
like. Oh yeah,
you have a good TV.
Just a standard HD TV, but for ray tracing, you have to have a good processor, and so if you're just playing on the Xbox One S, it's not going to really do much.
Okay, yeah,
but the new systems are supposed to have phenomenal ray tracing.
But yeah, the game is beautiful. It's a lot of fun. It feels, it's funny, like with Watch Dogs 2 even, the world was beautiful, but you were okay taking major risks because you weren't going to die.
Right.
Okay, you were able to restart that again. In this now, let's say you risk your life trying to get recruit somebody to be part of your group to help basically defeat them. I'm trying not to give anything away, okay? But everyone knows you can recruit people, okay? But those people can die. So you are more careful. You take less risks. So from that, it's a lot more challenging. You have to be a little more strategic. And as I said, the biggest thing in the world is beautiful. I'm really, really glad I pre-ordered it. I want it to seriously go. Okay, since I have to look at this again.
Yeah, so this is where the A ends. This is our S tier. But for me, like, so do they add anything new to it? Because on the cover, I see all the cool masks, cool colors, there's like extra features like that.
Yeah,
like,
there's
that all incorporated. Yeah. Because for me,
go ahead.
I played Watch Dogs, the original one, and honestly, I was a little let down by it. Like, I had really high hopes. I thought it was going to be a lot more similar to like Grand Theft Auto, and like I was just kind of let down. But then by the second one, I was actually really blown away with the second one. I actually loved the second one. So, I mean, for that reason, like from what I played, I would tend to put it in the A tier, but I've not played Watch Dogs Legion, so I don't know.
So Legion, it takes what is great about 2 and just like blows it out of the water, man.
Okay.
Seriously.
So
You
like
know, it's I want to put it. Gosh,
I'm gonna put it where we
I
can
want to
see
put
it
it
for a minute.
above Fallout. I mean, above
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
Fable
I'll be right
3.
with that.
Actually, hey,
You want to do that?
I
Yeah,
want
and
to put it above Fable 3.
I'll rank Watch Dogs 1
I'll be
and
good with
2
it.
as an A.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed those games. I love the ability to just interact. That's something that I've always looked for in games is the ability to interact with your environment and have it do whatever you want.
Right.
So awesome.
Right.
The only thing that like maybe ranks it down a little bit is the characters are like I don't know.
They're kind of one-note characters.
They're a little.
Well,
How do you
kind of fun.
describe it? They're hard to relate to.
Right.
It's like a lot of Ubisoft games, I think, where like people are like high and mighty in their principles, but it seems like a facade. They're whiny a lot of banter back and forth.
It's sort of like
They're
Assassin's
going
Creed.
around killing all
Like,
these
speaking of a
people.
I
Ubisoft
love
game.
the
because-
Assassin's Creed
Yeah.
games.
I mean, they're awesome. We have it in the S tier, but the character can be a little hard to relate to. I do feel like
They're going around
I-
killing like thousands of people, and but I'm high and mighty, and I'm right about everything.
right.
It's
yeah.
it's
Well,
kind of
dude,
hard to
because
relate
I
to
think-
their
sorry.
warped view of morality. But
Because I
they're
don't
fun
think-
games, so A
I
rating
think
definitely.
they're realistic because nothing in this world is gray. Is ever black and white. Nothing. You know, they're faced with real situations that they have to kind of bend the law sometimes, maybe.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, bending
Yeah,
the
that is
law
true.
totally fine. It's just some of the characters are a bit annoying, but
Yeah. And
enjoyable.
but
So you know,
But-
like the moral ambiguity. Yeah, I can't
It's
talk it
not
out
that
there.
it's
However you say it.
ambiguous. It's that
Yeah,
the characters
moral
think they're so right about
I
everything.
can't say it either. moral ambiguity. I don't know how to say it. However you say that word.
Ambiguity, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
Ambiguity.
like there should literally be like a after show where we try to pronounce words.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's just try to pronounce words that we can't normally pronounce.
I promise you, there's no alcohol in my drink today. I promise you.
Right? I haven't had anything.
Yeah, right. But with Watch Dogs though, I do love how you can control everything. How you can like control people's cell phones. You can control the traffic lights, cameras, all kinds of cool stuff like that. So that's a really cool aspect. So I mean, are you okay with it here in between Fallout and Fable? What do you think?
I like the
Hold
A
on.
ranking. I'm just
Yeah.
giving it the grades and definitely an A.
Okay. All right. Well, let's leave it there. Let's jump into something else here. Like, do you see anything else? I mean, I kind of feel like with Watch Dogs, you got to do Grand Theft Auto. I kind of feel like because like the Grand Theft Auto series is definitely like pretty similar, but the thing I really love about Grand Theft Auto, especially Grand Theft Auto 5, there's so many things you can do. If you want to go mountain bike riding, if you want to swim, if you want to play basketball, if you want to go around and shoot people, if you want to race cars, if you want to start your own business and you want to like build skyscrapers, you want to do all this stuff. And then there's really like fun, legit storylines and missions to complete, and they still support it. They've been supporting Grand Theft Auto 5 online for so long. Like I always wonder why they don't have a Grand Theft Auto 6, but I think that the online just been so popular that they just continue to support it. So I mean, I would rank it probably in the S tier for me. Like I absolutely love Grand Theft Auto. I love every single game they've ever made. I love them
Are
all.
we ranking Grand Theft Auto as a whole? Because they're
as a whole.
they're all incredible games. They're all
Yeah.
mind-blowing stories.
I think every single one's been like been incredible. So I mean,
Yeah.
even the
I
old
agree.
school
I'm
ones,
okay with
with
putting
like the
that
top-down view where you're just
Complete
running
as a
around.
whole, right there.
Yeah,
I rank the whole as an A.
for me, I'd put it in the S tier though. Like I think that it's better
Yes.
than Witcher, probably better than
It's
Gears of
definitely
War,
better than Witcher. I'm okay with moving Witcher down, actually, now.
better than Assassin's Creed. I would say better than Batman,
Nope.
Mortal Kombat, BioShock.
Nope.
Yeah, I'd put it above all those. But like, what do you think? That's just me.
What?
Maybe
Not better than Assassin's Creed.
maybe I draw the line at GoldenEye, probably, but that's just me. But like, I'd be okay
Not above
putting it.
BioShock.
You put it here if you want to put it here. What about that?
I'm okay with that.
Okay, so with that means that The Witcher, since we're only putting 10, that has to move,
Yep.
move down to A, but it's at the top of A. So.
Bye, Witcher.
Oh,
Yeah. Yep. Wah, wah.
I love how Grand
But,
Theft Auto 5.
I feel like we need
how
like
they
a sound
recreate
effect. Man.
Los Angeles.
Yeah.
So well, like because I lived there for 2 summers, and there's so many details that you can tell. Like they mapped out the town and wanted to make it look exactly like Los Angeles on a smaller scale.
Right.
Pretty incredible what they did
It really,
there.
really
And
is.
I'm looking forward
It's
to number 6.
Yeah,
Again,
'cause,
in
like,
that series, some characters that are difficult to deal with, but that's kind of part of the game and the plot. And then don't want to give away the ending.
Yeah, one of
so
my
I will
favorite things-
just mute my mouth right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
but like,
Yeah, I
But for
still
me,
think it's
like-
not something to touch.
well, one of my favorite things to do in the game, though, like I like riding up the little tram cars. You can ride up to the top of this mountain, and then when you get it to the top, they have dirt bikes waiting for you, so you can dirt bike down the mountain, and then as you're dirt biking down the mountain, you get attacked by wild animals. You'll have some it's like wolves come in and they'll jump at you or some coyotes, whatever they are. But like there's like so much like so many details, like just like all the little details. You can even
Say
go to a
hi,
theme
you're on
park.
YouTube.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi.
Live to the people.
Welcome.
All right, so we have Grand Theft Auto. That's in S tier.
Now
all
I gotta
right.
see what else I want in there, dude. 'Cause-
Yeah. Anything else? So I got a shout out from my brother Trent. He says we have to rank at least a Kirby game and a Mega Man game
Okay.
at some point. We don't have to do it now, but we
Shay, you gotta
should.
rank one of these video games.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta rank one because I just did one.
You
What's your
gotta
favorite
rank one
video
of
game,
these.
Shay? You
I don't play video games.
even play like
Pac-Man?
Jet-
Wait.
What would you rank Pac-Man?
or like Guitar Hero or Just Dance, something like that.
Below the
You
S,
gotta-
it says the A. She
You
rates
gotta rate
Pac-Man
one.
A.
Where's Pac? Oh yeah, we got Pac-Man now. So if we rank Pac-Man, we can do that.
Scroll up.
Yeah.
It's
So
like Jordan's eye.
yep.
Oh, he's-
So
He's scrolling.
what? Yeah. So the Pac-Man, like, we rank that include the old school games and even the new ones where it's like
The original,
sort of like a side scroller game. So that would include
Yeah,
all
we
those.
ranked it.
But like Pac-Man has some classic,
I think so.
like some
There's some
nostalgia
fun
to it.
moments, I think. Yeah.
But also one of my favorite things that they had a version on the Sega Dreamcast where you could battle each other in like different Pac-Man. I remember just playing that game with my brothers for hours, just like having these epic battles. So that was fun. You could like actually eat each other. You could steal each other's dots from each other. You could like,
I don't
yeah.
remember playing that because that sounds like a lot
Yeah,
of
so
fun.
that was fun. So I wouldn't put it super high though. I mean, for
I wouldn't
sure
either.
we could.
I would put
we
it
could
right
throw it up a
next
little
to
bit.
D.
But I would honestly put it. I mean, I'd put it kind of lower. Like honestly, I'd put it like
I'd put it
at the-
probably next to.
at the end of C.
Well, dude,
put it
I would
there.
put it definitely in front of Space Invaders.
Yeah, I put it in front of Space Invaders. So even the bottom of C, I think that's a good spot for Pac-Man.
No, I think it belongs on D.
What do you think, Mark? You want to be the tiebreaker?
I would say C because it hasn't survived past the 80s. Some of the genres are so good that they've been able to keep updating them for each
Yeah.
decade. But Pac-Man, whenever they
They don't
create
really.
a new version, it's just the 80s version.
Right.
So we just wanted to go to E then, and since it's just died.
Oh no. I mean,
I just put it C
it's-
because like
yeah, C is fine.
because like Pac-Man's one of those super easy games that like anyone can get into, anyone can play it too. So like you can play it with your parents, you could play it with your girlfriend, wife.
You're right.
whatever,
Space Invaders is a lot worse. Never mind.
And
play with little
you
kids.
ranked Cuphead as D. I notice here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why is that? Too
Just
hard.
because it's so hard, it's like one of the hard like probably the like might be the hardest game I've ever played, possibly. Like it is hard. Like you literally have to do it on co-op. If you don't do it on co-op, it's like impossible. Like that game is freaking hard.
This is
I haven't
why
tried
every
it, and I
game
hated
should
it.
have cheat codes. And
Yeah.
if someone wants
No.
to play through to the end, they can put
No.
in their cheat codes and
Yeah.
play it and get their money's
No.
worth.
No.
I would agree
Liberate
because
the people! Give us cheat codes!
Says the guy
Yeah,
who
because you have a
created
choice
State.
too. Yeah,
Wouldn't you want people to play what you create?
you
Yeah,
you give them a choice
but
so they can choose
can't
to
play it
use them
because
or
they
not.
keep dying and they're stuck at like level 1.
Yeah, so so with Cuphead on my own, I made it to level 3, and then with a friend, I made it to level 4, and that's it. I could not make it past that spot. They're like impossible. But I do have to say that the graphics are amazing. They look like an old Mickey Mouse cartoon, like on steroids. It looked like really cool. So for that, yeah, I'll give it that. But like, I just didn't really have that much fun after like 3 or 4 levels. I'm like, okay, I don't ever want to play this game again, because every time that I boot up my Nintendo Switch, I always see it sitting there like in the queue. I'm like, I should have clicked on Cuphead today. I'm like, no, I don't know if I want that kind of headache today. No, so I just don't. So yeah, it's just hard. So, but you guys have any others? So we got like Call of Duty. We got God of War. We got
Call of Duty has had a lot of games.
Oh, dude,
Yeah,
so many good
a
games.
lot.
Man. Ridiculously good games.
Yeah, so I kind of
good, but mostly for multiplayer, single player replayability.
Dude, the
low.
campaign is incredible.
Yeah,
some games. Yeah, there's a lot. There were a lot of
like
them. So, I don't
like
know.
a World War II. The new Modern Warfare campaign was amazing. All the Black Ops games were awesome. Those are solid games.
Yeah, for me, so I stopped playing it at the very last Black Ops game that they had because they're so similar. It's like all the stuff that you do in the game. It just like on repeat. It's just so similar. They're not really introducing like anything new. I'm not really seeing it, but like
not, dude, they're all entirely different games. The only game I avoided getting because it was just straight up multiplayer, which as far as I'm concerned is garbage. Okay, I don't get it. I don't. There's nothing more exciting about just straight up multiplayer like Fortnite. Literally, the game belongs to the bottom.
That's why
it's really popular. Okay, we can debate that. But on this thing,
I didn't like Star Wars. What was the
Battlefront 2?
Yeah, Star Wars Battlefront 2. Like it was only multiplayer. They didn't have a campaign. They didn't have a campaign on the first one. I think I want to say that they had somewhat of a campaign on the second one, but it wasn't anything very good though.
It was crappy. So for those games, dude, I've literally consistently bought and pre-ordered every one of them, and I've been the happiest I've ever been, man. It's like the campaigns are solid. I have the
people love them.
Like, one of those games.
Like all my friends that I know, there was got to play Call of Duty. I'm just kind of like I'm not really much of a first-person shooter, especially when you play on multiplayer and like 2 seconds after you spawn, you're already dead because you like try to play online and everybody's at expert level, so it's like you can't do anything. You like walk around the corner and you're just dead over and over again. And there's people that'll wait for you when you freaking respawn, and then they'll snipe you right when you respawn, and
makes you so mad.
Yeah, seriously, it puts me into like Incredible Hulk mode, Hulk smash. But like I know people love them, so like I'd be willing to rank it high because like I mean, there got to be a reason why it's sustained so long, so many franchises every single year too. There's literally one every year.
Would want those. I mean, if we're ranking as a whole, I want those in A tier, and I'm willing to even kick Batman down. I mean, S tier, and I'm willing to kick Batman down to A.
Okay, so you think
in place of Witcher?
Okay, so you think Witcher? So like you'd go like that, and then maybe put Call of Duty up here. Do you think?
Right there.
Is that what you're thinking?
Nah, A. Put it on A.
I'd say A because I would definitely play Batman or The Witcher 3 over Call of Duty. Like I'd probably maybe go like that. That's oh wait, like that. That's what I think. Would you be right with that?
I'm okay
at the
with
top
that.
Of it?
Yes.
Okay, we'll keep it at the top of A. So yeah, that's good.
I'm okay with it putting it top A.
Because it's probably the most popular first-person shooter ever made. So I would say for that reason, you got to put it there. But you can see if there's
Mass Effect.
I'm so excited for the new Call of Duty, Black Ops Cold War.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did I hear Mass Effect? Did I hear
Mass Effect? That's near
Mass
the top.
Effect's a great game.
Absolutely love Mass Effect. Shepard is
2 and 3 is great. Andromeda got boring. For that reason, Mass Effect, I'd B. I give it a B. But like,
Yeah, the character of Shepard
Still
is like
love the
my
game.
spirit human.
The
If there's
character
such a
Shepard's
thing,
great. I mean,
like
it's
it's
a
someone
fun
that I can
world
really
to
relate to.
explore. I would
So, like,
say it's definitely better than Knights of the Old Republic. I love exploring it.
I don't know if I'd say it's better than that, but that's just me. But
I like
it's a
it
very
better.
relatable character, though. Even though it's like a
Right, it
futuristic
feels
set in
real.
space, yeah, it is. So I mean, I feel like I would put it pretty high, though. Yeah, like I mean, I'd be okay putting it above Knights of the Old Republic, sure, but I'm not sure where, like how high. Like I'd want to honestly put it maybe like right above Fable or right below it. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Right below Fable. We're okay with that.
Yeah, I'll be right with that. And also too, this is a little taboo, but there's a certain way that if you play Mass Effect 3, there's like a sex scene or something at the end, which I've never like really seen that much in a video game. And you can do it where there's two women going at it. I'm like, what the heck is that? Like that just randomly happened to me. I'm like what the frick? So that if you play it as the female Shepard character, because in number 3 you can pick. Yeah.
Well played, because your decisions in your relationships lead to the romance scene near the end.
Yeah. So, but it's all about your decisions. So you got to make the right decisions to get to whatever outcome you think you want. So, but yeah, we'll leave it there for now. So, what do you guys think? I'm kind of thinking.
So we can talk about God of War. I've never played that.
Oh, God of War?
Yeah,
I have not
I know
played
everyone else
that
is
either.
obsessed about it, but I don't get it.
I never played it either, but
for a YouTube
I've
show.
heard though. So like,
yeah,
all right.
It's called Movie Tier Rankers. It's called Movie Tier Rankers.
Hey, let's see who it
Doing
is.
it with my friend Jordan and my friend Mark.
Yo, what's up?
I'm literally live from Eagle. You want to say hello to everybody?
You got
You're
a
probably not
cameo?
saying hello to really anybody.
Hello.
This is my friend Ashley.
Hey,
Yeah,
Ashley.
we're ranking video games. That's what
Ranking the best video games of all time.
So we're getting ready to talk about God of War.
You're live on the YouTube.
Yeah, I've seen
Have you
it.
played that or anything?
You know I don't play games because I can't because all I do is to have the person run around in a circle before I get killed.
Oh, Ashley, hey.
Hey, John.
We all know each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, you're right. We're doing this. This is part 2.
Oh, part
part
2.
two
Nice.
of Video Tier Fighters. Yeah.
Anyways,
have a good day.
Hey, thanks,
Good
you
to see
too.
you.
Yeah.
Bye.
See it. I was gonna say we used to live in the same neighborhood, so I used to go play video games with our younger brother Jason. Like he's a cool guy.
Small world.
So,
Anyways, yeah.
yeah.
So,
But yeah, so sorry for the God of War fan. None of us have ever played it, but I know a lot of people that are massive fans. Every time I want to buy a new video game, I always look up a list of the best video games that are out currently, and God of War is always on the list every time.
wait a second.
Right?
So none of us have played it?
I don't think so. No.
No.
Wow.
So
okay.
we got to put.
All right.
Put it.
Hey,
in,
so
in the haven't
Metro.
played.
I mean, a Metro. What is it? Go down. There's a
Metro,
horror
let's
game.
see.
It's amazing. Metro Redux. That whole series is awesome.
I've actually never played it. Let's see. Do you see it on here? Let's see.
Metro Redux was right above Star Wars Racer.
Star Wars Racer. I'm like blind here. Like,
and right next to Asteroids.
Right next to Ash. I'm
Right
not
next to
seeing any of this.
Battlefield.
I see TIE Fighter. So it's
Yeah.
on the right? On the right or the left side? Like this just shows how.
It's literally.
Oh, like above. Oh, here. Okay. Metro. There it is. Hello. But
it's a fun series. I would say it's definitely like it.
I never played.
It's definitely really hard. From that aspect, I'd say it definitely made it. I mean, I want to put it. I would probably put it in. I wouldn't put it that high. I would not put it as far as B.
Have you ever played it, Mark?
Yeah, I played Metro Last Light on the PS3, and that was a fun game. You get to go underground, like in the subways, and when you get to the surface, you can't survive for long at the surface, and you that one took place in Russia. It was a cool setting.
It was.
So
cool
that was
setting.
an enjoyable game. A B.
Yeah. What do you think, Chris?
I'm okay putting it
the bottom of B tier?
In front of Just Cause.
In front of Just Cause? Yeah. I mean, I'm fine with that. I never played it, so I'd be. Be right with that.
Just
I feel
Cause
like-
should be an A.
Yeah, those games
That's a
are
fun
fun.
game.
Yeah, like those games are super fun. Like I would almost want to put it at A, but the thing is, I never felt that the story was anything that good. And just
No, the
all
stories
that.
are nothing really to it.
Don't need a
It's just
story
like-
when you're flying around, blowing up
Yeah,
lights
just
all over
Blowing
the
up
island.
helicopters.
you're just like creating like mass chaos with like sticky, like those sticky like jetpack things. It's like
Oh, yeah,
stick to the
dude.
side things, and you can like shoot things off into the distance and they blow
Dude,
up
and
and
being
stuff.
able to
Yeah.
put
And
a
stick it to people's
put a
heads.
sticky bomb on somebody and
Yeah.
have them like launch across the map is amazing.
That is fun, but I don't know if
Or
If
like
you would wanna
linking
move it up.
somebody to a vehicle, so when you blow up the vehicle, they go flying through the air.
yeah. I leave it there for now, but we might move it up and then. But I feel like
Let's
Okay,
see
so-
what else.
what's your guys' favorite racing game? So I feel like we haven't done like a solid racing game. I really like Need for Speed. That's probably my favorite racing game. But
Yeah,
what do
Need
you-
for Speed.
Yeah, so we got Need
I
for
don't
Speed
really
here.
have. I mean, I'm not really a racing game player. I don't really. I mean,
Yeah,
like I get, dude. I'll play it maybe for like a bit, but then I get kind of bored.
Besides Mario Kart, like Mario Kart's actually my favorite racing game. But
I
with
mean,
Need for Speed, though,
Speed, probably Hot Pursuit is fun.
yeah,
you know?
Hot Pursuit was my favorite. And then you hear that they're coming out with the remastered version of Hot Pursuit, which is going to be
What?
Yeah, they're
That's
gonna
dope,
remaster
dude.
it. Yeah, so I always like that aspect where you could be the police or you could be the actual like people in the getaway car.
So I would put it on probably line D, just because it's not one of those like games that I'll probably play like all the time. But yes, it's
Yeah.
probably definitely the most legit racing game.
Yeah, for me probably too. Like, but I'd put it at the top of the
Yeah,
like,
top of it.
head of all the.
Yeah.
What do you think, Mark?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Like racing games, I don't like that much, but Need for Speed makes it fun for non-racing game players.
Mhm.
Haven't played the newest ones, but fun series overall.
Yeah.
Oh, and one of the games too that I
See.
didn't add. That I didn't add to the list, which I really wish that I did. Now that I think about it, is the Burnout series. That was one of my favorite series. We could create crashes and like slow
Burnout was a
motion.
lot of
Oh
fun. I
yeah,
remember that.
fun.
Yeah, so those were super fun. But then they created like Burnout Paradise, where they took the whole crashing aspect out of it, and like the whole like
That was dumb.
you can control your vehicle in slow motion and stuff. They got rid of that. So I remember buying that game, playing it for one day, and then returning it. I'm like, this is stupid. It's an outrage that they got rid of the serious. So yeah, but all right. Gotta see if there's any like essentials. So we already did a God of War that ended up here.
Borderlands, dude.
Oh yeah, Borderlands.
Love that
Yeah.
series.
Yeah, that game's classic. I haven't played a lot of Borderlands, but I have.
Oh, dude, I played every
it.
one of the games.
So like I've done maybe like 3 hours of Borderland. That's about.
Oh,
it.
I've done way more hours than
I
that.
haven't really played much, but what do you guys think? Like, I think both of you have played it, right? Like a solid amount.
What about you, Mark?
I think Mark might be frozen.
I think he's frozen.
he's frozen in a still position. You might have to
Yes,
drop
he's
out
like
if you,
literally. Yeah.
if you can hear us, Mark. You should. Okay, good. I think
Hello?
he's back. Can you hear us, Mark?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. All right.
I'm
All right, you
trouble
were
with my internet.
unfrozen. You were briefly frozen and ice.
Yeah, you're
Welcome back, sir.
you were a statue for a minute. But what do you think of Borderlands?
Fun
The
game.
series as a whole.
Yeah.
I love
Fun
all the
game.
guns and the ammo.
It's
you can
got
get. So
way
many
too
different
many.
kinds of
Like
guns.
every sequel they come out with, they're like, "We've got more guns." It's like you don't need more guns. I'm spending half the game just flipping through the guns.
Right.
No more
Yep.
guns.
Yeah, so many.
I mean,
But
the
it's
story
it's
is
a fun
fun. I
game.
think the characters are fun.
The gameplay
yeah.
is really fun.
It
That's
is.
the biggest part. Just yeah.
I like the
super
animation
fun.
style too. Like it's got a really
Yeah.
fun.
Oh,
cool
yeah, it's so
animation
cool.
style. Yeah.
I love the art style of those games.
You
Yeah.
know,
What do you guys think? Where would you want to put it?
Ah,
like once a game gets to like number 3, like there's like a Borderlands 1, 2, and then there's a pre sequel, and
Yeah.
there's the 3.
I
Once
have
you've
3.
played it like
Love it.
3 times, it's kind of like, all right, I'm a little tired of this. I'll move on to another franchise. That's kind of where I
Yeah.
am with Borderlands.
know.
So I'll leave it as a B.
There's only one series, well, actually 2 series technically that I never get tired of, which is Mario and Super Smash for me. But any other game after 3,
So-
I'm good.
So for me, I would move it above Witcher.
Oh, you put it up that high, huh?
Yeah, I would actually.
What do you think, Mark?
Because I mean, it's one of those games that I've
Are
consistently
you cool with
played.
that?
I played with friends. Yeah.
Oh, a
I
B.
mean, I've never played Witcher, so I mean, would you put it above games like Hitman
Okay, well, in
or
front of at the
like
top
Max
of
Payne?
B. At the top of B, then I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that. Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah,
the
sure.
games are a lot of fun. So yeah, I definitely want to play more of those games too. So, which also those games remind me of a computer game that we're not ranking computer games, but there's a computer game that's called Team Fortress 2, and that reminds me a lot of Borderlands, kind of like that game's a lot of fun too.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Yeah, but let's see. I'm trying to think like what would be a legit one. So I kind of feel like we need to do Street Fighter because we already did Mortal Kombat. What about Street Fighter? Because like for me, like I grew up with Street Fighter, but I can definitely see how like Mortal Kombat's a little more fun. There's a lot like you had the blood, you had the like what do you call it at the end, the finish him, the fatalities. Yeah. So you had those, so those are definitely cool. But I grew up with Street Fighter, and I love all the characters. I love all the music. I even don't even mind the movie that came out with Jean-Claude Van Damme. I know we're not ranking the movies, but like I actually don't.
It was
mind
okay.
so.
The movie definitely holds up.
But like, what do you guys
definitely
think?
does
Like,
not hold up and watch now.
for Street Fighter,
D.
it's a definite like C
A
for
D.
me. I put it C. Would you
D.
would you be okay putting it at the top of D? Like,
Nope.
like
well, yeah,
Sure.
okay, I'd be above. Yeah, let's do that.
I love me some Street Fighter. I'd pick it over any of those games on the list. So
Let's do that.
for D, okay. But
Yeah.
so have you guys ever played Horizon Zero Dawn? Because I know me and Chris
never
have
played
not. Have you,
I
Mark?
haven't. No.
Okay. Yeah, so that's
Okay,
what
we can move that
we
there.
can instantly throw there. So just to kind of speed it up a little bit, but also, so one of my favorite series, we'll go with Dead Rising. So like, it was one of the series that I actually
Dead Rising is a lot of fun. Love those games.
Yeah, so I first played it on the arcade. They actually have a version on the arcade you can play, so which is like pretty cool. But I just love like, all the cool weapons you can build, and the story is
Oh yeah,
actually pretty solid too.
and the story from the last game is incredible.
Yeah, it's incredible. So, and like I've never seen like a zombie game where you can make cooler weapons than Dead Rising. Like I think that is the
That
coolest
is
zombie
definitely
killing
my
weapon.
favorite zombie game.
You can like duct tape chainsaws to all different types of things,
Yeah.
or like all kinds of knives and swords, and you can like duct tape them to like anything in your surrounding. You can literally take it and make it into a weapon, which is cool.
Hey, so Dead Rising, where would you put it?
But still, at the same time, though, like I feel like there's so many games I would pick over it. Like I tend to put it in a C for me.
I tend to put it in C, but I tend to put it probably at the top of the list.
Would you put it over Wolfenstein? Because that's like a toss-up for me. I'm not sure.
I would.
Put it over?
Yes, I would.
You ever played it, Mark?
Way more hours.
I haven't played it. I've yet
Rising.
to find a zombie game that really draws me in.
Yeah,
there'll be one day.
That's probably my favorite zombie game. But also, too, speaking of Call of Duty earlier, the zombie mode's my favorite thing to do. Like, I love me some zombies on Call of Duty. So that's something that I kind of gravitate. That gets.
I think that would be a lot. I think that'd be a lot of fun in Call of Duty type play.
Yeah,
like shooting dead Nazis and stuff.
So unfortunately, due to my battery percentage, I'm actually gonna have to drop out the stream.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to
my
leave
battery
too.
level is at like 11% right now.
All right. Yeah. Well, then we got our top 10 here, so we can just show that. So we got Super Smash Ultimate, we got the Mario series, Sonic, GoldenEye, we got BioShock, Mortal Kombat, Assassin's Creed, Grand Theft Auto, Gears of War, and Batman Arkham series. So I think that's a solid S tier. I may just kind of stay solo and rank 3 or 4, but I don't know how interesting it is to watch one guy just sit here and talk about games. But I might just throw in 3 or 4.
You're fine. You want to?
Drag and drop.
Keep going if you want to.
Yeah. So, but yeah. So we'll let you guys sign off. So Chris, since your battery's about to die, where can the people find you?
So, I mean, if you could for me, put up the link
Oh
so
yeah,
we have the stream thing across there. But I have
Yeah.
Facebook, which is probably the best
Yeah.
way to find me on there.
I'll throw up the three of us. There's a little scrolling ticker, and then also so you can
So
see all
find me
our
on
social
Instagram. I post a lot of images and stuff. Let's see. I'm
Lots
on.
of beard
I'm on
pictures.
Twitter. I'm on
Yeah, lots of beard.
Instagram. I'm on. I'm on Facebook. So I do a lot of movie reviews and stuff. But
Lots
guys,
of good pictures
hey,
from Redland
happy
Trucks.
Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy Halloween to you, Mr.
Stay
Heisenberg.
spooky.
Yeah, for sure, man.
It's
right.
been fun, man.
All right, take care. We'll
I guess.
we'll definitely do it again.
Yeah,
See
definitely.
ya.
Hey,
right,
Mark,
so-
thanks for joining us, buddy. Bye.
Yeah, this has been fun. You can reach
Yes.
me at bsuengineer.blogspot.com, where I've created a new entry that is the latest entry over a 10-year period of time. I have made
nice.
one entry in those 10 years.
You made one entry. Woo!
Or you can
you're burning
look
the
me up
midnight
on
oil.
Facebook if you are friends with me. You can find out where that is. Otherwise, we'll see you around.
Yeah,
I
and also
have a YouTube channel, MRCOOIN, where I have some old vistas of Boise and Seattle and
some
other
classic
videos I've
videos that
made.
are actually pretty funny. Those are some pretty entertaining videos. I'm actually in one of them, so that's fun.
Yeah,
and
good times.
And then also too, you can find us all. You can find where we're at in the description. And for Mark, I just put that you can find Mark in an undisclosed underground bunker, stocking up on guns, Roni and vintage video games. So,
Very nice. All
because
right.
he doesn't like to say too much about his social media, which is fine. So yeah, but yeah. All right. Well, happy Halloween. Go have some fun with your family. So yeah, and
we're going trick or treating.
Awesome. So they're actually going to allow it over there because here they're not. So
which
is unfortunate.
See what happens.
Yeah. So yeah,
see who opens the door.
Yeah, we'll do it again sometime. All right. Have a good one.
I'll be wearing my mask that you saw at the beginning.
Nice.
All right.
Cool.
See ya.
All right. We'll see you. All right. So it's down to just me. I'm actually gonna try and get through some of these. So I'm not going to do a lot because, I mean, I am entertaining. I find myself entertaining, but I don't know how much the rest of you do necessarily, but I want to actually keep this thing going. So we're going to get back into this. Give me one quick second. Throw it up there. All right. So I'm going to, let's see. I might be able to, let's go like that for now. So, yeah, I'm gonna get back into it because we never got to my favorite video game franchise of all time. And if anybody's watching, throw some comments up so we can have a little conversation. So I'm definitely down to interact in the chat with y'all. So that's something that like I'm very big on. I'll definitely give you a shout out, and to also you can find us on all the social media, and we do have an email which is in the description, but it's moviehero2121@gmail.com. So if you go there, you can ask us questions. You can suggest a topic for our next tier. So and probably what I'm going to end up doing, I'm going to probably end up ranking all of the games, not necessarily on screen, but we're going to go through some of them, and then I'm going to post it on my socials so you can see what the final results is. So sorry, Chris and Mark, you weren't able to stay, so the rest is up to me. So and I would say that I'm a pretty big gamer. Like I love me some video games, but I'm not as big of a gamer as like say like people who have a Twitch or or like people who like play multiple days in a week. Usually I only get to play once a week because I am married, so I want to spend time with my wife. So I always tell people that who aren't married, when you get married, just take everything that you love to do and cut it in half. So you can take that any way that you want. I like to think of it as I get to experience new things with my wife, and so I get to expand my horizons. So that's definitely a positive. But I'm just gonna kind of try to go through them pretty quick. But there's one that I definitely want to find, which my eyes suck. So I'm trying to see if I can find Uncharted, because Uncharted is definitely in the S tier. It might be my favorite video game of all time, depending on which day that you catch me on, because my number one is already up there, Super Smash Brothers. I love Super Smash Brothers. Actually, I haven't got to play with the new Minecraft character. So the new Minecraft character looks like a lot of fun, like the way that you can kind of dig around. You can craft weapons. You can use the pickaxe. You can use the sword. You can get like the diamond sword. So you can get the shovel. You can get all different tools on that. So bear with me. I'm like an old man. When I lean forward like this, it means I'm trying to squint at the screen and try to see where I can find. If I don't find Uncharted, then I'll eventually get to it, because I don't want to spend too much time just going through all these. But so let's see. Well, I think that I'm just gonna start at the top, and we'll find it. It'll eventually make its way. So I'm gonna start with Vigilante 8. So I threw this game on here because this is the game that I used to play on PlayStation 1. It's kind of like almost similar to Twisted Metal, but I like Vigilante 8 a lot more, because one of the things, I don't know if you could call it a secret thing, or if many other people knew about it, but back in the days when CDs were actually popular, you could literally in the middle of your gameplay, you could eject the CD, the game CD, the ROM, and you could put in your own music, and you could have your own music playing while you actually play the full game. And that game involved equipping cars with like huge like rocket launchers and like machine guns and like all different types of weapons, and then there's in these huge battle maps, but they're huge maps though. There's like one where you're on a ski resort, I remember. There's one where you're like in a factory, and you can go inside the factory, outside, go upstairs. So for a PlayStation 1 game, like I actually had a lot of fun. Like I would rank this one pretty high up there. Like I would probably put it, I mean, for me, if this were my choice, so I'm going to leave everything where it stands, because I had my two buddies, Chris and Mark, helping me out. But there's a lot of games that would move down. So like just to name a few games that I would move down, and then some that I would move up. I would move Call of Duty. I'm not a Call of Duty player, so that goes way down for me. Pokemon, way down. I always try playing Pokemon, and I would end up getting bored of Pokemon, honestly. And Mortal Kombat, like I have fun with fighting games, but there's only so much you can do in a fighting game, so I don't really play all that much Mortal Kombat. It is cool what they're adding to Mortal Kombat when they added the Terminator, then Rambo, and RoboCop too. So you got some pretty cool characters. So I think when they even added the Joker in there, if I'm not mistaken. I think I haven't played a Mortal Kombat game in a little bit, but it was always one of those games that my parents didn't want in the house because it was over the top violent. I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that one there, but I'm gonna leave it where it's at. Let's see if there's any games that move up. So Knights of the Old Republic would move way up. I'd probably put it like either just in actually, like I'd put it high. Like I'd put it just probably in between Sonic and the Mario games, but I'll leave it where it's at for now, which is sad. I don't want to move it up. But let's see what else we got here. And I'm gonna go back and forth, kind of check out the chats, keep an eye on that. But let's see. But anyways, Oh, like Minecraft, Animal Crossing, those would be down. Those would be like E tier for me. I don't care for those that much, but that's just me. But and then I don't know if there's any other really. Oh, I'd move Street Fighter up. I'd definitely move it to at least a C, if not a B. But for Vigilant 8, that game was a lot of fun. Like I spent a lot of time playing some Vigilant 8s, but it's hard to really put it above some of these. Like for me, I'd put it probably just above Resident Evil for me. So that's where I'm going to leave that one. And I'll probably go here for another, because it's supposed to be a 2-hour stream. So I'm going to go for another like 45 minutes probably. So we'll see where we're at after about 45 minutes. And if there's any games I haven't played, I'm gonna have to throw them in the haven't played. Like I never played Forza. I'm more of a PlayStation person myself, but let me see if there's any other ones. I've not played Persona. Let's see if there's any other one. I haven't played Overwatch, which I heard is amazing, and so that's one I definitely want to play. Like all these games, I want to check them out. But I've not played Days Gone. That one's definitely on my list as well. Let's see. We have God of War on here twice, so I'm not even gonna go there with that. I never played Outer Worlds. That's another one that I really want to check out. Played it. Have it, need it. I feel like my old card collector self. There's a time where I actually got into playing some Pokemon cards for a while. So, but that was back in like middle school days. And then I remember I had a stack. Like if I stacked all my Pokemon cards I had, it was like a stack literally like this big, and I gave them all to my cousin Austin, and he literally like freaked out. Like he's like, "Oh my gosh," because I didn't give them to him right away. I remember I told him I was going to give him all my Pokemon cards, and then I just kept forgetting to bring them with me, and so I kept saying, "When are you going to give me all your Pokemon cards?" And it'd be like weeks would go by, and I always would forget to do it. So eventually I gave them to him, and now he's not into them. So I don't know where they went, but I had definitely some rare cards. I'm also a huge sports card collector, especially basketball. I'm a huge basketball fan, so I definitely have a lot of Kevin Garnett rookie cards. That's my favorite player. I have a lot of LeBron James rookie, Kevin Durant, Tim Duncan, Kobe Bryant. And honestly, I haven't really looked to see how much some of those are actually worth, but I'm sure that the Kobe Bryants have probably skyrocketed. Like I'd like to actually look that up sometime, but let's see. Let me see if there's any game. Oh, never played Fall Guys, so that's gonna have to go. Which I think that is a console game, right? I mean, I'm a little behind on the Fall Guys. I thought maybe it was a mobile game, but I think it's console, definitely. You can scream at me in the comment section or the chat, but and let me actually, so you can see this a little better. I'm gonna remove one of the and take that banner away. Let me see what happens if I take this one away too. I'll leave it up for now, so you can see all of our socials. So definitely feel free to reach out to me. Like if anybody wants to be on the next episode of Tier Ranker Fight, I'm pretty sure that the next episode we're going to be doing, we haven't decided officially, so we'll announce it on our socials, but it's probably going to be best movie franchises. So it's going to be any movie that's had at least 3 entries or more on it. So we'll be doing that very soon. So let's see. Let's get into this here some more. If there's any more that I haven't played. Gran Turismo, I barely played, just a little bit. It was like way too realistic for me. I mean, almost like so realistic that it's not really realistic. If that even makes sense. Splatoon, I kind of want to just not put it there. I played it like one time before. Like with I think my wife's son that had Splatoon. So I'm gonna put it there. Just I'll leave it there. Never played Skyrim. I'm not a big RPG fan. I just don't really get RPGs. I don't really get just running around trying to collect random items, trying to collect. We'll just go around trying to have conversations with people. Like I just don't get RPG. I don't even like the fighting style where you have to cast spells and all that jazz. Like it's just not for me. But if you love those, that's awesome because I've heard Skyrim is freaking amazing. Same with the new Final Fantasy. I've heard that those are awesome. So maybe one day someone can convince me why they're awesome. But I'm going to try to slow down because I realize that I kind of talk super fast because one thing about me, I was born with a little bit of a stutter and also the tendency to want to talk really fast. And when I do, I kind of stutter more. So I'm trying to slow down. So anyways, so here's Uncharted. So that's the game I wanted to rank. So I'm gonna bring it up because Uncharted is my favorite game of all time, depending what day it is, because it's either that or Super Smash Brothers. Just any game in the Super Smash Brothers series, Ultimate is amazing. So it's definitely going in S tier. So whatever's at the bottom of S tier is gonna get bumped. Sorry guys. My other two buddies had to drop out early because it's Halloween, so I understand it, but we're not doing much for Halloween here in the state of Washington. We're on quarantine, like not really like a strict quarantine, but they're not really doing trick-or-treating. I think you could go, but most people aren't really going to have candy or really be really that into really handing it out. So, but for now, I'm going to put it just under Super Smash because I think I got to give the edge today, how I'm feeling, to Super Smash. So basically how we're doing this, we're only allowing 10 in the S tier, and then all the other ones can have 20. So I'm kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20. So we got 20 in A tier. So the next one to go into A tier is gonna bump one either up or down, probably down because we're full up top. So but yeah, let's see. Keep this going here. I'm gonna kind of like zoom in and zoom out as we go so you can see it better. But so I'm just gonna kind of actually I do want to rank the Last of Us because that's got to be in my top 5 games ever made. The Last of Us is freaking amazing. And I just noticed one more game I've never played before, which is Crackdown. I never played that, so I'm going to quickly add that to the haven't played because, sorry, I haven't played it. Haven't played can have as many as you want in there because if you haven't played it, I can't rank it. But if you played any of these games, especially these ones in the haven't played, like let me know in the chat or in the comments, like for sure, let me know if any of these are like solid games I need to check out because I love checking out new video games. I'm definitely down for that. I'm definitely down for getting online and playing some video games for sure. So yeah, let me see here. But let me get back to wherever The Last of Us. So Last of Us is an incredible game. I'm not big on remembering names of all the characters though, but I love the like father-daughter relationship. I know The Last of Us 2 because when we rank these, we're ranking them as a franchise as a whole. So here you be doing The Last of Us 1 and 2, and I haven't gotten to play 2 yet, just because I honestly I never finished The Last of Us 1, but I'm close to it. Actually, maybe I did finish because I got some of the DLC where it's like an old abandoned carnival that you can go to. So I do have that. So I mean, I played almost all of it. So I really should just jump right into 2. But I've heard how that game starts, The Last of Us. It just kind of like really pissed a lot of people off, and so yeah. So I'm not really sure what do they think because I know what happened because I remember there's a video from PewDiePie and it kind of went viral to where like when the moment happened, which I'm not going to spoil it if you haven't played it, but like he literally hovered over the like power off delete button, like he wanted to either just turn the game off or delete it for good, like it really like affected him, I guess. But it probably affected a lot of people. but I'm going to rank it. So a lot of us is an S tier for sure. Another thing about me, I love horror-based games. I love games that like really freak me out. I love like staying up late and playing video games in the middle of the night all by myself in the dark. Like just really like one of the games that really got me into that was actually one we ranked kind of low. Was actually a Dead Space. So that game I feel like doesn't really hold up, but the Dead Space games were fun back in the day. They gave me a good scare, all the aliens and monsters and things just jumping out of the dark and stuff. And there's a lot of games that do it really well nowadays, like the new Resident Evil. I'm not big on the original Resident Evil games, like the first 3. I just didn't care for, but it's definitely one series that as it's gone on, it's gotten better and better and better. So that's and they're super freaky too. And also Silent Hill, that's another game series that freaks the hell out of me. So yeah, but for me, I would put The Last of Us. I would put it high, like not above Uncharted. Oh, Uncharted needs to be in front of Mario. What am I thinking? So, but I would put the Last of Us probably just this one is a tough call because I for sure put it ahead of Sonic, but I don't know if I'd put it ahead of Mario. That's a tough one. Probably for the story, I got to put it above Mario. That's just me, which means Gears of War. Sorry, Chris. I know you love Gears of War. You're like all about Gears of War. I don't play Xbox. I've never played Gears of War, but it was ranked when he was on, so I'm going to put it there. All right. I'm going to kind of slow down, try not to talk as much, even though I'm the only person on the stream. I have another drink of my cup of blood that I had. And I've been trying to, so for anyone that's joining a little late, I've been trying to get this Halloween intro loaded on. So for some reason, it's StreamYard will not allow me to upload any more videos. I don't really know why. So I'm gonna have to edit this after the fact. But I'm continuing to refresh the upload. So if the upload somehow randomly works, I'm definitely gonna throw it up there so y'all can see what I did for Halloween. But all right, I'm gonna get back into this. So let's see. All right. So I'm getting a little bit of an echo. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Let me see. There we go. I had the video playing while I was live streaming, so my own video. Anyways, back to the ranking. That was weird. I was hearing like a major echo. But I'm going to probably rank. I mean, I'm just gonna probably gonna go row by row. I'm gonna pick one from each row that I feel like I want to rank. Oh, here's one that I've never played either. Never played Ratchet and Clank. I know it's a popular one, but never played it. Probably from this first row, I have to go with NFL Blitz. NFL Blitz is the game that I love. It's probably my favorite football game, honestly. And I wish it was a game they would have kept up on. I really wish that they would have kept it going like they did with the Madden games, because I love sports games. That's just something that I've always gravitated towards because I'm a huge sports fan. I love football, basketball. Basketball is my main jam. So that's definitely any basketball game. But I know they're only popular with a very specific crowd. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to the NFL Blitz here, but for a sports game, it actually probably is my favorite sports game ever made. It's pretty close up there with NBA Jam. I love me some NBA Jam where you can jump like 10, 20 feet above the rim and come down and slam it as hard as you can with fire and an explosion. That's a lot of fun. So actually, I don't know. I love NBA Jam. I played a lot of that as a kid, but I'd probably put NFL Blitz, I gotta put it like fairly high for me. I'd probably put it definitely above NBA 2K series. And for NBA, I only did one series because I used to play tons of NBA Live back in the day. That was the first NBA series that I played, and I actually loved the old school NBA Live games. But the new NBA Live had just like honestly it sucked. So they're just not what they used to be. And so I'm gonna have to put NFL Blitz probably. It's tough. I'll put it just below Final Fantasy, although I'm not big on Final Fantasy. I'm gonna put it there. So that's where I would put it. Just one second. I gotta send off a 2-second text message, and then I'll be right back. Okay. So, anyways, back to it. So now we're gonna go with the second row. So for my brother Trent, Trent's huge into Mega Man series. So I got to rank Mega Man for him. I am a huge Nintendo fan. Nintendo is my roots. So I grew up playing like everything on Nintendo, and I actually played quite a bit of the Mega Man series. My favorite was Mega Man X for sure, but as a series. As a whole, like I don't know if it holds up super well, but it holds up decently. So sorry, I might have some allergies going on, but anyways, I'm gonna probably rank it though. I wouldn't rank it super high. Sorry, Trent, if you see this this little video, I probably would rank Mega Man probably. I mean, I rank it just above Pac-Man probably. So yeah, we'll go with that. And like I said, we're only doing 20 per tier. So we're just gonna keep this one going. I think one of the tiers are all full. Oh yeah. So Rock Band has to move down because that one's full up. So yeah. So let's keep going here. So for this row right here, I'm gonna have to go with. Probably one of the most frustrating games that I've ever played was the Bloodborne series. That game is hard. That game is freaking one of those games. Again, you want to throw your controller through the wall because it's freaking like impossible to beat some of the big monsters and the bosses that are in that game. But it is a lot of fun though. I love the Bloodborne series a lot. So probably for Bloodborne, I mean, usually the games get super hard. I just get like super frustrated and it just makes me want to rank them low. That's why I have Cuphead so low because it's one of the hardest games I've literally ever played, and that game's like very intimidating to me because of the level of difficulty. But Bloodborne is a legit series. Like it's a lot of fun. I don't know if I could put it above Metal Gear Solid though. Maybe not even. I could. I don't know. This one's tough between Dead Rising and Bloodborne. Probably I'd put it just under Dead Rising, and that might change later. I don't know if I feel 100% confident with that one, but I'm going to leave it there for now. All right, let's jump down into some of these other ones. So we got God of War on here, maybe 2, possibly 3 times, and then we already ranked it. So which we haven't played it and that was all 3 of us that never played it. So let's see here. Next we got on this row here. I really want to rank Cyberpunk, but I got to put it in I haven't played because it's obvious it's not out yet. But it's a game that like actually I'm not even gonna put it there. I'll just leave it off to the side here. But Cyberpunk is definitely one of my most anticipated games, like almost ever. Like it looks amazing. Just the graphics alone, the world building, the kind of 80s kind of synthwave world that they build, like it's like sort of. I feel like they're looking at it from like, what would the future be if you were we're living in the 80s, so there's a lot of 80s vibe to it. And also you got Keanu Reeves in there. All the cinematic and trailers that I've seen come out for Cyberpunk has me super pumped. That's a game I definitely want to get day one. I'll probably will if I can. But let's see. I'm gonna have to. Let's see what's in there. So, Ghost of Tsushima, or however you pronounce it, Tsushima, or Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah, I'm gonna say that. It's probably wrong. I probably just really butchered it. But it's a game that I actually own, but I haven't played it. It's another one of those games that's just sitting there, still in the plastic. That I've actually left it out with a couple other games that I need to get to, because I used to have a big problem where I would buy way too many video games and not have enough time to play them. And I always tell myself, Jordan, you need to stop. You need to wait. You need to save your money, and you need to wait until you actually beat the game beforehand before you go buy new games. But I don't always do that. So yeah, I have Ghost of Tsushima. I need to play it, but I haven't yet. So that goes there. Probably I'm gonna have to go with. Oh, here's one that I never played. Never played a Fire Emblem game, which is a hilarious a video that you can find on YouTube that has the creator of Super Smash Brothers, and they do a voiceover where they're saying, like, our next character is going to be so and so from Fire Emblem, this character from Fire Emblem, and then like make up all these crazy, funny, like hilarious names for Fire Emblem characters, because I think right now they released 4 characters on Super Smash from Fire Emblem. So I hope that they're done with that series and they're not going to do it anymore, because I never played it. Those characters don't excite me. I don't really play with the Fire Emblem characters very much. So yeah, that's just me. Like, I couldn't even, like, honestly tell you which characters are from, in Super Smash are actually from Fire Emblem. I want to say Roy and Marth, and then like Byleth, and there got to be one other one. So, but yeah, those are those. Let's see what else we got here. I'm gonna have to go. Actually, see, we move that over there since you already ranked it. But I'm gonna have to go with some rock and roll racing. This is a game from my childhood. I remember when I first got a Super Nintendo. I remember this memory of it being at my grandma's house in Eagle, Idaho. When I lived in Utah, we came up for Christmas. We spent Christmas there, and Christmas morning we got a Super Nintendo, which was a super exciting thing for us at the time. One of the first games we ended up getting was Rock and Roll Racing. So that game was super fun for its time, but unfortunately it doesn't really hold up nowadays. They never really had any sequels. I really wish that they would have. They have so many cool rock songs from like Deep Purple and I think like Guns N' Roses. They're just music from all those, but they're not the actual songs. They make them into cool kind of instrumental tracks for the game, and then you essentially you're in all these different races, and you can upgrade your vehicle. You can upgrade your weapons. So you have weapons. You can shoot each other. You can put landmines, oil slicks, and have like heat-seeking rockets. But it's with Super Nintendo style graphics. So when you think about that, that's kind of where it's at. And for me, for that reason, I would have to rank it pretty low. Like I'd honestly put it just above Space Invaders. That's just kind of where I would throw it at. Let's see. I'm gonna kind of keep going row by row. So some of these I'm just not gonna rank. Like it's like Gran Turismo. I haven't really played it all that much. And actually, something kind of funny. I actually haven't really played Infamous. That series very much. So I take that back. I actually have played the first Infamous game quite a bit, and then a Second Son came out at the same time that the PlayStation 4 came out, and I actually got the game with my PlayStation 4, and I still to this day haven't even touched it, which is crazy. I've had that game for like 4 years almost, and I haven't even touched it. Like, that's a crime. Like my buddy Sam. I got a buddy Sam who's like, this might be his favorite game of all time. I know he's definitely dressed up as the main character from Infamous for Comic-Con several times. And so like sorry Sam, you're probably pissed at me, but I haven't really played it. I've just watched a lot of gameplay, but I got to put it in the haven't played, even though that's like a PS4 original game. So yeah, that's where that one falls. So like, there's a few games here. Like I never played the game Bayonetta, but I know that the character for Super Smash Brothers Ultimate is freaking amazing. Like probably one of my favorite go-to characters. She creates all these different portals, and she can attack other characters through the portal. She can like punch through the portal, and so you have one portal appear on one side of the screen, and then the punch actually lands on the other side of the screen, which is a pretty cool attack. But I have not played the actual Bayonetta game, but I do know the character from Super Smash though. It's an awesome character. Let's see. I'm gonna move it down just a little. Okay, so I gotta rank probably one of my favorite racing games is the Cruis'n series. So you got Cruis'n World, Cruis'n you got Cruis'n USA, Cruis'n World, Cruis'n Exotica, and then Cruis'n, I don't know what the new one is. I think it's like Cruis'n Blast. I remember seeing that at the mall nearby where I live here outside of Seattle, and they had that show up. And I remember that I tried playing it, and it really wasn't as fun as some of the previous Cruis'n games, just because like those games were so amazing. And I think all the first three were actually put out by the same company, if I remember right. But this one is not. This one's by a new company. But if I'm going to rate the series as a whole, I would actually rank it higher than you would think. Like especially playing it arcade style is a lot of fun. But I had the game for Nintendo 64, so I definitely played it a lot on Nintendo 64. I own that game, so this game goes high for me. Like I played it a lot, so I would honestly put it probably in C tier. I'd probably put it like just under, let's say just under Vigilant 8. So that means C tier's filled up. So anything else goes in C tier. It's going down or up. So that's how it's going. Let me see here. I'm gonna drop down. So the next row down, I'd probably have to go with on the very bottom row. So I have to go with the Zelda. We got to rank some Zelda. So Zelda's probably one of my favorite characters of all time, and the games are absolutely incredible. They are amazing. Like this might be an S tier for me. The most recent one though that came out, which I think is pictured here if I zoom in. Yeah, so we have Zelda Breath of the Wild, and like for me, honestly, I thought that it was an incredible game, but the open world's huge. Like it's like so huge that I feel like it's just kind of difficult to navigate from one end of the game to the other. You do have certain like checkpoints where you can just teleport to or like whatever you want to call it, but like I just feel like there's so much you could do that like I just kind of like having like more of like one or two objectives that you're trying to accomplish. But that's not to say that like it is not a bad game at all. Like it still might be S tier for me. Like, and also I'm ranking the entire series as a whole. So I mean, if I'm doing that, I mean, definitely Majora's Mask was an incredible game. Like the original Zelda games on the NES are amazing. So I mean, I think for those reasons, like it's got to be an S tier. Zelda, like that's also one a series that I would love to see it as a movie. I've been wanting to see that for so long. I don't know why they haven't made a Zelda movie yet, but I feel like that's something that I'm definitely going to see it before I die. Like we're going to see a Zelda movie for sure. That's just it's going to happen. But probably I would put Zelda. I put it pretty high actually. I probably put it just after BioShock for me. That's where I'd rank it. So that means Grand Theft Auto's got to drop down, and I think that's the A is full. Let's see, hang on. Let me zoom out so I can count this up a little better. Then you have 5 in each one. 5, 10, 15, 20. So I mean, Minecraft's got to move down, and yep. So all right, we're good. Let's see. Oh, so I got to do the Donkey Kong series. So actually, just watched the documentary that came out not too long ago. Probably like I want to say like maybe 4 or 5 years back, maybe even longer. But they have a documentary out about the guy who beat the world record for the original Donkey Kong arcade game, and it shows people going after his record. And I don't want to give away any spoilers. I want to say that the documentary is called The King of Kong. That's what it's called. And yeah, it's an amazing documentary, and you get to see him in a competition with some other people trying to go after his record. There's some controversy that's involved. I'll just say that. So, but if we're ranking Donkey Kong as a whole, I absolutely love Donkey Kong Country, even Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. I like Donkey Kong Country Returns and Tropical Freeze better on the Nintendo Switch. I really felt like when it first came out on the Wii and the Wii U, I felt like it was super clunky. Like the controls were really hard to navigate. The game was basically, for me, really unplayable. Like the controls were just so convoluted and so hard to navigate that I just couldn't play it. So I ended up selling my copy and then getting it again later on the Switch so I could use an actual regular controller, and it was much better on the Switch. And I did try using just a regular style controller on the Wii, and the Wii U, but still, like the controls are just all over the place. I don't know what the deal was with the controls for Donkey Kong, but I'd still rank that game super high because I absolutely love Donkey Kong Country, that series. And also too, Donkey Kong was the first game to ever feature Mario. So really the first appearance you ever saw of Mario. Before a Mario game even existed, you had Mario with a little hammer breaking barrels in Donkey Kong. So I mean, that's some nostalgia right there. But still, probably I wouldn't rank it like over some of these games. I mean, I feel like Duck Hunt's, it's kind of way too high, but I would honestly move it down. But I'm not touching it. I'm leaving it. And I would probably honestly put Donkey Kong probably just above Bloodborne. I'm going to leave it there. So it's a C tier for me on that one. So, all right, we got probably less than 10 minutes we're going to go for. So I'm going to try and just do just a couple more, and then we're going to call it good. So I'm just going to, so one of those series that I see a couple of series that I got to rank, but I'm kind of going to, so up here you see the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games. So I'm going to use that to rank the whole entire series as a whole. So that definitely is an A tier. Down at the bottom you see the Turtles in Time. I'm going to skip that one. So here's one that I've never played before, the Xenoblade Chronicles. I don't even really know much about it. I just know that the character Corrin is in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So you got Corrin from the Xenoblade Chronicle. That actually I see it's like super cool looking sword there. He's got that like a sword like I've never seen before in a game, which is pretty cool. But I never played it. So but let's just keep on flying through these. So probably the next one I would have to rank in this tier, I'd probably have to go with decisions. Maybe some Primal Rage. Let's do some Primal Rage. So Primal Rage, I actually did play the original Primal Rage on the Sega Genesis. I remember that. I mean, we got to at least borrow. I don't know if he actually gave it to us or not, but I had an Uncle Mark. He had a Sega Genesis. I remember that we played it while he was on his mission, and then on his LDS mission. I come from an LDS family, if you didn't know, But so we definitely played it while he was gone. I don't think he gave it to us. I think we just used it that time. But we got to play some Primal Rage where you get to fight with like huge kind of like monkey type like beasts and monsters and then dinosaurs too, which was a lot of fun, but still like it wasn't anything compared to a lot of these games, and I kind of feel like that a lot of these games on the list don't really hold up. So yeah, I'm gonna have to rank this one a little low on the list, probably like maybe at the bottom. Probably that's just like me, but I'm gonna put it there. But okay, let's jump to the next row. So I see a few on this row that I really want to rank on this row here. So I'm going to start with Marvel Ultimate Alliance. So I actually love this series. I'm a huge Marvel fan, especially Spider-Man and X-Men. But yeah, I have played so much of Marvel Ultimate Alliance. I remember when the first two came out back on, I want to say PlayStation 3 is what it was. Maybe it was it was on GameCube possibly, but I beat the first two games. I beat one and two, and I'm currently in the process of trying to beat the third one, but it's super hard. Like it's a tough game, and so I've gotten a lot of the DLC. Like I pretty much gotten every single character that they've had for DLC. And the thing I don't like about the DLC is when you're paying money, you're actually buying the DLC. The characters don't actually unlock right away. You actually have to beat some like pretty hard, tough challenges in order to unlock some of these characters. I mean, there's a few that usually they'll give you two characters right away that are pretty easy to unlock, and then you have like probably like 3 or 4 or even 5 sometimes that are just like near impossible for me to be able to unlock. So, but I do still love these games. Like I said, I'm a huge Marvel fan. I love having like literally every single Marvel character that basically exists in like a cool style of fighting game. Not really a fighting game, but I don't know what you call it, like an adventure game, I guess. So, and it's a super fun game to play co-op style. So there's definitely that aspect. But like I'm just thinking, would I rank it higher than some of these games? Probably I'd just put it here, like the very bottom of B. I probably wouldn't rank it higher than Metal Gear Solid. That's a tough one. But so yeah, I'm gonna rank 2 more, and then I'm gonna have to call it good. So I really gotta find some of my all-time favorites, possibly if I can find them. So I gotta go with Mario Kart. So Mario Kart might be in S tier. Like it's probably my favorite racing game I've ever played, and especially when I was growing up, Mario Kart 64 was huge for me. I'd always get the little shortcut that's on, I forget the like dirt track where like everything's in dirt. I forget what that one's called. And they have huge tall walls. You can actually jump, and you could be able to if you timed it exactly right, you could jump over the wall and you'd be essentially like a lap ahead of everybody. So that was a lot of fun. Probably Mario Kart 64 is my favorite Mario Kart, but I have a lot of love for Mario Kart 8, and then they have the new Mario Kart that's out now. That like it looks super cool, but it looks like you gotta like kind of have a big house to be able to set it up and actually play it. So the new Mario Kart, it's like Mario Kart Home version. I can't remember the exact name. I actually want to look it up just to make sure that I get it right. What is the new Mario Kart? Mario Kart Live Home Circuit. Okay, so we got Home Circuit, and so essentially you just set it up in your house, and you have these different like sensors that the cars have to pass through. And I've watched some gameplay online, and it looks pretty wild. You see this guy playing it with all of his cats like walking back and forth across the track. He had 3 cats, and so like that was kind of cool. And yeah, you got to pass through all the different little gateway things, the little checkpoints, in order to finish the race. And so, I mean, looks like a cool idea, but it looks a little kind of, I don't know, like what the right word is, convoluted, or I don't know what you would say, but it looks a little like just interesting. Like I don't really have the right word to describe it, but yeah. So, but for Mario Kart as a whole, though, like I've played so much, and it's actually a game that anybody can play. Kids can play it. You play it with your parents. You could play it with your wife or your girlfriend. Like everybody loves Mario Kart, and all the characters are super recognizable. So for that reason, it's definitely going to be an S tier for sure. It's probably going to be, for me, going to be above GoldenEye, probably above Sonic, probably even above on the Mario series, just because like Mario Kart is my favorite in the Mario Kart series, but I'm not going to put it above The Last of Us. That's kind of like, it sounds like blasphemy to me, so I'm not going to do that. But that means that Assassin's Creed moves down, Animal Crossing, sorry Chris, moves down. I know he's going to be like super annoyed with that one. My buddy Chris, who was on the stream earlier, is a big time Animal Crossing fan. Him and his wife play that. So I'm gonna go ahead and rank one more, and then I'm gonna end the stream. So we got to find a good one to end off with. So let me see if there's one I feel like I really gotta rank. Like it's like a must for me. I might. Probably I gotta go with. Well, I'm going to go with the Far Cry series. That's a series that absolutely has to be ranked. And actually, sorry guys, I see 2. I also got to rank Tony Hawk. So I'm gonna end with 2. So we're gonna start with the Far Cry series. So these are games that I've never actually beat all the way through. Well, actually, I do think that I actually beat Far Cry 2. Actually, so I have beaten one of them, but I remember that like. When Far Cry 3 came out, I remember that it changed the game as far as Far Cry games go. I feel like it was just leaps and bounds above the first 2 Far Cry games, and then again it just got better and better from there. Like so, you had Far Cry 4, which is even more amazing. Then you had Far Cry. I forget what it is called, but it is the one where you got to have the animals with you. You got to hunt like in the savannah, so you walk around like a tiger or a lion or a jaguar. So that was pretty cool. I think it's called Far Cry Primal, I want to say. But then you have the Far Cry where it all revolves around some kind of cult, some kind of a religious cult that like had some like really cool storyline, and the cinematics were just beautiful for that. Like Far Cry might be one of my favorite series that I've ever played, so I got to rank it high. Like Far Cry is moving up probably to S tier, I'm thinking, because I definitely like it more than Assassin's Creed, more than Mortal Kombat, more than Zelda, probably more than BioShock, honestly. Ooh, this is going high on the list. Probably I have to put it just in between Mario Kart and The Last of Us, which means sorry, Mortal Kombat's moving down, and Half-Life's moving down, and yeah, and that's good. So, all right, this is the grand finale. This is the very last one. So, wouldn't really feel right if I didn't rank a Tony Hawk game, because those were a huge part of my childhood. I remember playing hours and hours, and especially Tony Hawk 1 and 2. And when they came out with the remastered version, I was like, yes, I was super excited, super pumped for a remastered version of these games, and because. And so I kind of felt like anything really after Tony Hawk 3 was just kind of like way too much. Like you're just kind of like doing the same things. That like they're not really introducing like that much new content. Maybe some new characters, maybe like a couple new tricks or a few new like skate parks you could skate in, but nothing really that really excited me the way that Tony Hawk 1 and 2 did. So probably. Like I would rank it high, but I wouldn't rank it in an S tier. Maybe not even an A tier. It might be, honestly, probably. I'd probably put it right here. So it'd be B tier, but it wouldn't be that high on. on the B tier. I could see myself playing any of these games above it, except for Minecraft and Animal Crossing. And that's just because of my other two friends that wanted to rank those high. So yeah, that's it. So basically, I may come back to this later, but not on a video. It's going to be probably off screen. So sorry if you still see some of your favorites on the list. I never got ranked like I really wanted to rank Doom, like Beyond Two Souls, Detroit Become Human. Even Halo never got ranked, but I was just never that big into Halo. Sorry, Kirby, Simpsons, Red Dead Redemption. So, I mean, there's a lot of games here that really deserve a ranking on this list, but I'm just gonna break it down from the S tier, and then I'm gonna show you what's on the very bottom of the list. So these are the official 10 because we're only allowing 10 in the S tier. So you have Super Smash Brothers Ultimate, you have Uncharted. Well, we have the Super Smash Brothers series as a whole, so all these represent the series as a whole. Then you have the Uncharted series, you have The Last of Us, Far Cry, Mario Kart, the Mario series, the Sonic series, GoldenEye, BioShock, and the Zelda series. So that'll be your S tier. Then you have your very bottom tier, which like, come on, I gotta move Street Fighter up. Like that belongs in the C tier. But then on the bottom you have Need for Speed, Rock and Roll Racing, Space Invaders, Golden Axe, Dead Space, Left 4 Dead, Cuphead because it's crazy hard, and Primal Rage. So yeah, that's it. So I'm gonna end here. So thank you so much for joining us. I kind of wish Mark and Chris would have been able to stay on a little longer, but it is Halloween. So I mean, I understand, and like Mark especially has kids, so he's going to be spending time with them. I think Chris is going to a Halloween party with his wife. So, but yeah, when I do the re-upload though, I'm definitely going to add the Halloween intro that I spent a lot of time in making, but stupid StreamYards won't let me upload it. I don't know why. There's just some kind of error. It's just not really letting me. So that's it. So you can find me every week here on the Movie Hero channel. We're going to be having some new series coming out. So we're going to have a top 10 series coming up that's going to be called Best of the Best. So watch for that. And then we have some more series in the works that are going to be coming out that's going to cover some movie news, some sport. I'm even going to be eventually doing some travel vlogs where I just literally just take a camera with me and I record everything that I do. If I'm going hiking, if I'm going on a trip, on a vacation, you'll see me just with the camera, and you can come along for the ride. So, and then you can also find me on Facebook at facebook.com/JordanAnderson21. And also you can find me on the Media Sweaties Network. And we got a show over on the Media Sweaties Network that's actually going live tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific time. And that's going to be called Get Sweaty. And basically for Get Sweaty, we break down all the biggest news stories for entertainment, for like movies, TV, video games, that kind of stuff for the week. And then we also have a sports segment. And then we have a top 5 segment, which this week we're going to be talking about our top 5 most underrated movies. So they're going to be movies that were widely disliked by most people or got bad reviews that you just absolutely love. So that's what we're going to be doing, and I'll definitely have some links to that on my social media for sure. So anyways, for Tier Ranker Movie Fights, I've been Jordan Anderson, or for Halloween today I've been Dalton Lambert, which is actually from anyone who's fans of the movie Insidious. That's the main kid from Insidious, my favorite horror movie of all time. And so I've been Dalton Lambert today. You've been you, and this has been Tier Ranker Movie Fights. We'll see you next week.